So I apologize for it being a little late, a little later than typical. What is typical? This is number 2, whatever. Recording this. I have to deal with low video quality because I told you no cuts, no edits. So today was a long day. Today was a rough day because I had to dispose of all the conventional amenities I have in life in order to make this a real run and fly as close to the ground as possible. Be like, oh, dead busted. So here's where we start. What you want to do, starting at nothing, is go, and this kind of assumes, like, you don't have any like family or anything to bail you out either. It's just like you in the world, okay? So go meet some people, knock on some doors, try to clean yourself up like as best as possible. Obviously, like if you look like a grizzly bear, like it's a bad deal. But like, clean yourself up best you can. Hit some doors. Say, hey, look, just tell your story. Be authentic. Be like, hey, this is me. I'm at zero. But listen, I don't want a handout. What I want to do is, can I help you with anything? Can I like mow a lawn, wash a window, wash a car? Just manual crap you need done. I'm sure what you do with your time is very important, and I just want to take care of something for you. You know what? Just do some work. Help you out any way I can. People are going to reject you. Probably at least one out of 10 will probably listen. Half of those might be like, okay, yeah, sure. But like, so what you want to do is like do that at least 10 times today, and actually help somebody. So you're gonna probably talk to 100 people, right? Some of them are gonna probably be rude to you, but that is what it is. You're not begging, you're asking to do some work. So do some work. You're gonna be tired as hell when you're done. I recommend like doing this 12 times actually, because there's a reason. Like, each person is gonna probably give you like $20. Maybe they'll pay you more if you like work more or whatever, but like if you're there for like a couple hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, I'll give you $20. You know what I mean? Just do that. It might take a couple days, like I hustle, but you might not hustle. But what you want to do more or less is like get enough money to eat. And if you like, don't stress it too much about like eating. It's like really, really cheap. Not to like cook. Just like do like gas station hot dog or something. Get something to put in a tank. Keep yourself up. So that's zero. From 0 to $200. Just help people. Service-based stuff. Be like, hey, can I help you, bro? Can I help you, bro? That's get $200 in your hand. This is important for what comes next. Because this is what I looked into and what I researched. And this is coming from my past experience, coming from my past knowledge. Here's the only thing like to know about this is like, once you have $200, theoretically, dude, like, you're well on your way. You could do whatever you want with that $200, but like it's gonna be tempting to like try to like finagle it or whatever. Again, this is like from nothing to the top in how many ever steps it takes, or until I die. Probably should get a good definition for the top. But whatever. You can the viewer base can define the top. You want to see me keep going until there's nothing left to go, whatever, I'll do it. But get $200. Heavy cans, probably gonna be mostly like I said, 10s, 20s, some 5s in there. Listen, you don't have to eat. People get really listen, I'll be honest with you. The longest period of time personally I've gone without eating was 28 consecutive days, just drinking water, and there is not a motherfucker on the earth that's gonna say, I just demonetized the channel. I wasn't trying to monetize. Sorry for being crass. I'm tired, but nobody on the face of the earth is gonna be like, yeah, you want a glass of water? Go to hell. No. most everyone will give you water. So like, relax about that. It's free in public places too, like city parks and things like that. But like, so but yeah, you can go a long time without eating. So don't boog yourself on this. But like, you need to eat. Just grab some like really cheap gas station BS food. Don't waste time cooking or like, oh, I need to find a Bunsen burner, because your idea that you can live on ramen, that's cool. But like, first you have to go like find like a gas stove or some shit. Right? It gets really complicated really fast. So like, bullshit. Just let people do the cooking for you. Up in my area, we have this gas station called Sheetz, or you might have a Wawa or whatever. But they do like a couple hot dogs for $1. It's like, don't stress it. Grab yourself a soda. Here's the first rule. Like, you're busted right now. Like, you're busted. Hey, relax. There's some doctors that are 6 figures negative of busted. And they have better. They got, you think they got more going on than you do, and you're actually, as a completely busted at zero like homeless dude, you're further ahead than they are, because you're not in debt. I'll lay it out for you. So the first thing to do is like grab yourself about $200. Okay, the next thing's gonna be really important. Okay, and this is important. Like, open a bank account. Okay, go to a bank. Say, hey, I want to start a bank account. Now, they might be like, hey, bro, we need some ID. That's fine. Like, you should have some ID, like, if you're not, illegal in the country or whatever. Now, if that's the case, then what you want to do is, like, you want to kind of finagle it. Go to the library, get, like, a library card, and, find an address that's willing to let you send your mail there, type of deal. And then get an ID, that way. You can get, like, a state ID. That's not too much. It's like $35. You might have to go, hit a couple more lawns or whatever. So, but like, open a bank account, right? Is the big thing. You want to open a bank account. Ideally, you have like a free checking thing that doesn't require minimum balance or minimum deposit. You just throw some money in there, $200. Okay, because here's the next part, and this is where it's gonna break your brain. Okay, because everything up to here is like really solid. Really basic stuff like that any idiot could figure out. And I propose that any idiot can still figure the rest out if he gets listened to me. But like, here's where things change from like what you were thinking. So what you're gonna want to do, and this is honestly, seriously, this is freaking months and years of research. Okay, so the most impactful and immediate and long game thing you can do. This is not an advertisement. I don't want you up in my comments trying to get an angle on this. Okay, but the thing you're gonna want to do, being authentic, okay, is get your phone, because it kind of predicates having a phone, or if you're really in that bad of a way, you can't like get a burner or something like that. That's an option. Use like a public phone, like in a library or whatever. Here's what you want to do, or dial up on the internet. The free. This is going to be a big resource for you. Free library internet. If that's your run. If you're going from nothing, free library internet. You're going to want to give a call to the Amway company. Okay, and I'll explain in a minute why that specific company. But so, okay, they operate in what's called the direct sales arena. Okay. What you have effectively done with this move is you can buy yourself a job for like, I think it's $63, $65, something like that. You have a year's subscription to be a rep for them. It doesn't matter if you have freaking felony murder convictions. It doesn't matter if you have like, I guess to a certain degree, like, right, they should screen or whatever, but like, they don't. I mean, it doesn't matter what your background is. It's kind of part of the core philosophy. So like, give them a call or go online, and they're going to like assign you an IBO or a mentor, a person who's already in the process, and will guide you like through the process, at least in theory. Now here's the big thing, like, don't get too bent, because honestly, this person might not follow through, might not like do it for you. They might not connect with you, or they might like see your situation, be like, whoa, and boogie off. I mean, that's fine. You're not, at the end of the day, like, there's a lot of philosophy around, like, the proper, like, relationship there, but, like, don't relax, okay, dude? You're doing you for you so you can survive. Now what you're gonna want to do is, like, use your de facto mailing address, like, wherever you're sending mail, okay, and get your like basic informational kit. You don't have to, like, get the starter kit, like the product stuff. I recommended $200 though, because, like, in my opinion, you should, so you know what you're dealing with. Also, it's all refundable. It's like 90 days refundable, so that's cool. I mean, if you're gonna fail at life anyway, but no, honestly, you're not, like, just listen to me. It's gonna be fun. Start there, okay? Just start right there, okay? And then, like, it'll take about a week to ship, but as soon as you register, you're licensed to go. You're licensed to go. You have a website. You have a URL, okay? And so what we're gonna want to do is you're gonna change your tactics, okay? Now, if you want to bust your hump and do some work for people too, like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Do that. But, like, here's your game plan. Get connected with the people you know, like, the best first, because you're new to this whole idea. And some people are going to give you, like, Girl Scout vibes. They'll be like, yeah, I'll do this just because, you know, you're trying to better yourself and you're, like, down in your luck or whatever. It's like, but just tell your story. Be like, hey, this is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to make some money, you know, get back on my feet. Okay, cool. Start there, okay? Here's the thing. With the Amway model, it's typically like a 20% margin. It fluctuates a little bit depending upon, like, the product launch, whatever, but they carry everything. The moral of the story is they're one of the very few companies that, Melaleuca too does it, and Market America, I think, does it. They have, like, a really wide distributor base. They have, like, partnered stores, things like that, like online, like Apple and Under Armour. So what you've done is you've taken, like, $60, $65, like $100, whatever, and you've leveraged this powerhouse of all these, like, corporate stores. You have access to, like, easily 2 million things now, and so you change the pace a little bit, right? And you go, hey, individual, can I help you, you know, find whatever you're looking for? Can I be your concierge? Can I take care of the legwork for you? You just be hyper authentic, engage people. And again, are you going to have rejection? Absolutely. Okay, people will be like, yeah, hell, beat it. You know, but no, you go back to the people that, you know, in the first place paid you to, like, wash their windows or, you know, detail their car or whatever. Be like, hey, bro, I'm doing this to, you know, generate some income. Here's why I'm doing it. Just be authentic with people. Tell your story. Okay, and they're going to, and that's going to be a source of income, honestly. Like, if you're consistent and you're gonna, like, talk to the same people and you're consistent about that, they're gonna find, you know, oh, I like this, you know, and then keep them close, keep them handy, keep them in your phone, keep them in your Rolodex, however you're keeping track of people. You know what? Keep a good calendar on your phone. Learn how to, like, connect with people. Make sure you keep an appointment. I'll go over how to do that. Don't worry. All that good stuff. So, like, that's what you want to do. And a lot of people are like, well, why don't you just keep on busting your hump? Well, here's why I start people off in the basic concept of Amway, and here's why I'm telling you to do this, to go from zero to win. Okay, there's nothing else. I've looked at the entirety of the world in terms of low cost opportunity. Now, if you want to hustle drugs or something like that, you're going to get arrested. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, we're talking about real life. Okay, so hustling drugs is an option that you can take. Here's the thing: like, your risk reward ratio is it's bad. You don't want to do it because, oh yeah, it's good money, and, you know, until something happens, because that trap money, it's always, you know, you're gonna get caught, or if you don't get caught, you're gonna get somebody who's twitchy with withdrawal or whatever. They're gonna get on you. You know, wake up in a gutter. Like, it gets way too risky, especially in the current climate. You know, way more police activity than it was, like, in the 80s and 90s. It's nuts. It's nuts. I know a guy who killed a guy over $300, which again is $300. Like, again, go wash some windows. Like, you need my help. To get $300, so it just breaks my freaking brain. But anyway, so, like, Amway, and the reason I say this is because they're the highest grossing company in the industry. They do $8.2 billion last year. So, like, I'm not splitting hairs here. I'm like, oh, this one's maybe better than that one. Listen, the the people that make the most money in the industry, they have the most money to pay you in the industry. It's not difficult. It's not hard math. It's not science. It's duh, right? Like, ain't nobody giving you $5 million for them. I made 4.6 last year. So just, yeah, Amway. That's your solution there. That and it's it's not risk. It's a very low overhead, risk adverse. Like, put a little pin on the calendar. 56 days from when you signed up, or 90 days. So like 86 days from when you signed up, and go like, oh, I have to make something happen by then, or else it's all up. And that's kind of the next point. Like, you have to make something happen at that point, and like, I'll walk you through that. But like, the whole premise of Amway and why you want to do Amway, because here's the next step, and what we'll get into tomorrow, after I go, make things happen, is you get some money up front, right? You're gonna get some customers, gonna service some people, and it's gonna be a great thing. What you did is you bought yourself a commission sales job, which means you have no limits now, bro. You can sell until your little face falls off, and good. You know what? And you just tell your story. Say, here's what I got, which is like freaking everything. I'd really love if you shop through me, because hey, I could use a hint. In all honesty, just keeping it real. Try to be as sharp as you can, I mean, I realize sometimes you gotta kind of wet your hair on the mud pedal. I'm not dumb. But, hustle it. Just hustle it. You're like, oh, well, selling's hard. So's living in a cardboard box, bro. So, do it. Okay? This is for how to go from zero to the top. If you want to die in a cardboard box, this is not the video for you, because zero to the top, not zero to dead in a cardboard box. So, just throwing it out there. Zero is hard. This is the hardest it's ever going to be, because you're brand new. So you want to equalize the playing field? Equalize the playing field, bro. Buy yourself a job. Ain't no boss going to tell you can't come on. Be like, hey, I want a kit. Then you get a kit, right? And then you go. And then hustle. But then here's the next part, and here's where it's so essential that you're involved. I'm using Amway, okay, as a business model. You want to use some other direct sales company, that's fine. You limit your inventory. There's a lot of reasons not to, but my opinion is do Amway, okay. And then here's the next important part. When you understand what the heck you're doing, you don't have to be like a freaking comprehensive guru. But when you could teach some other complete idiot how to do it, or at least a very basic concept. Now here's the really cool thing. It's called scalability. Where, okay, I don't have to go through their whole compensation schedule, but to be very, very, very simple about it, if you help people succeed, now you can't just get them registered and hope that they do something. That doesn't work. You have to help them learn and succeed. But if you do that, then you get a commission off of what they produce, because you help them. And that's where things get exciting, because if you can educate a number of people to act quickly and concisely, and with that proper desperation that being a homeless vagabond will give you, you're going to go from homeless to homed pretty dang quick, because it's just a couple $100 here and there, serving folks, helping them out, getting that customer base going, okay, providing value for people, because, not everybody, very few people, in fact, engage this market in a real way. You put yourself in the 83rd percentile just by engaging the way I tell you to engage. Homeless dude, okay, honestly. And then you go from there, and it's it's clockwork from here. This is really, really good stuff. So yeah, I'm telling you how. Okay, this isn't a bunch of philosophical BS. I'm telling you how. And kind of drive the point home. Yeah, you know what? I spent a lot of time doing things the hard way today. Just not because I had to, I guess, but because I wanted to prove that you could do it. It's rough, you know what? But here's the thing. Just follow the leader here. You might get tired. You might get pissy and unhappy. Listen. We're going to take the hill. And we're going to win. We're going to die trying.